Howdy, folks. Back with another Dave C's rock and roll concert review. This is going to be a pretty short one. I don't have a whole lot to say about this one, but this one is for Dream Theater, who I saw earlier this year. It looks like the date was February the 7th of 2025 at a place called the Metropolitan Opera House in Philadelphia, PA. So this place I really like a lot. It's a kind of newer venue in Philly. It's an old opera house, an old theater that's been shut down for a while, and a couple years ago they revamped it and reopened it, and it's a really great place to see a show here. Here's a picture of it here on the screen, as you can see over here, the Met. Look at this. This is where you go in over here on the side. They'll block this street off when they have shows, so you can't park out there. And people do nitrous balloons out there, but not me. I wouldn't do that. Well, I've seen people do the balloons out there. So yeah, you can see up here the Met, they call it. So this is a great place to see a show if you have an opportunity. So yeah, I saw Dream Theater. I'm not honestly a super big Dream Theater fan. I appreciate them. I know that these guys are master musicians, every one of them, and for some reason I just never really listened to them. They're just, they're a prog band. And again, you look at these guys and look, here's inside the Met, by the way. This is like if you were on the stage looking out. I was about all the way up here, so I was way in the back for this show. But yeah, the band is incredible. I mean, it's every single musician in the band is a master at their instrument. And I went to see this with three of my friends. And I think what made it better for me was one of my friends is like super fucking into Dream Theater. He's a drummer. He loves Mike Portnoy. That's the drummer from Dream Theater. So I think if you see a show with a guy that loves the band, you kind of appreciate it more. He was kind of air drumming along with the songs and everything. So yeah, this is the set that they played. They played for so fucking long. It was just them, no opener. They played for so long that they had an intermission in between. You can see it, Act 1 and Act 2. So they played Metropolis Part 1, The Miracle, and The Sleeper. They played a lot of their hits, The Mirror, Panic Attack, Barstool Warrior, The Hollow Years, and then they took a nice little set break and came back out with Night Terror going through it. See, I don't even really know these songs, to be honest with you. I like them. I just don't really know them that well. And then they did, of course, an encore as well, as all bands are legally obligated to do. And they ended up with Pull Me Under. That was the last song that they played. And it was kind of cool after the show, even though I said we were sitting all the way in the back. After the show, we went up to the front of the stage and we were kind of looking at the drum kit there. And, these guys, the drummer here, Mike Portnoy, this guy is something else, man. I mean, look at this guy. Look at this fucking kit he has. This is like kind of the kit he was playing. I remember he had three bass drums there. And he was like, it's like two kits in one. So look at this fucking thing, man. I wouldn't even know what to do with this thing. Look at this. See, so he can kind of move over, like, it's actually two drum kits, I think. That's what the guy I was with told me anyway. So I'm not 100% sure that that's true, but look at this fucking thing. Look how many drums there are, all these cymbals. I don't even know what these things are called, So that's wild. But yeah, I mean, you could literally just pick a guy in the band to watch, be like, I'm not going to pay attention to anybody during this song. I'm just going to watch the drummer, and you'd be blown away. And then the next song, you go, I'm just going to look at the bass player, and you'd be blown away. Because they're truly, truly masters. So it's always nice to see guys like that. This is John Petrucci. He's the guitar player. And again, I don't know a ton about him, but whenever people bring up like the best guitar players, he always comes up in the mix too, and he's very, very good. He kind of seems like he was a big pioneer of the djent genre to me. Him and the bass player and the whole band really. So this guy, he seems like a really nice guy too. He seems like the type of guy, he'd help me with my homework. You know what I mean? And he would only have to help me with like one or two problems, and then I'd be like, oh, I get it. Thanks, Mr. Petrucci. Now I get it. So yeah, this guy's incredible. I mean, you can just watch videos of him just playing guitar by himself, and it's pretty fucking impressive. Here's the bass player. Again, he was incredible. I'm sure he's a very high IQ guy, this dude. So here's the current lineup that I saw. John Mayang, that's the bass player. James Labrie, he's the singer. And then they had this guy, Jordan Rudess, on the keyboards, rounding it out, this bald fella. And they had a great show. They had a great light show. They had a cool screen behind them that at one point was showing a cartoon of them, which I really appreciated. I like when bands have a cartoon about the band. So they actually showed the cartoon in a couple songs. And they were like, driving around in a tank. They were fighting bad guys and stuff. So I appreciated that. It was something cool to watch. You can see it all the way from the back row while the guys are looking about that big on stage. So yeah, I mean, again, I wish I had more to say about these guys. I know that they're incredible. I need to listen to them more. But yeah, Dream Theater. Hell of a show. I give it about 7 Mecha Blasts, I would say, something like that for the show overall. My one critique of them, and one of my friends that I was with at the time too, Dave, he said the same thing. He said, I liked it. I liked most of the songs they played. They had kind of a lot of ballads too, and I just wasn't really into the ballads as much as I liked the other songs. Because the other songs were fucking heavy. They were prog. They were weird time signatures. There was stops and starts. You didn't know what was going to happen next. Then they'd come out and do ballads. And I feel like I would have been okay with the ballads if they did like, maybe 1, 2, 3. They did about 5 ballads. And for me, that just wasn't as cool as their other songs. But having said that, I mean, they're absolutely, I said it already, but they're just master musicians. They nailed every song, and they sounded incredible. So yeah, Dream Theater, even though I'm not a huge fan of the band, I need to listen to them more. They're a little intimidating with their massive discography and their very long songs, but I will listen to them more. But it was just nice to see masters at the work. So that's it. That's it for Dream Theater at Philadelphia's Metropolitan Opera House.